Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Tobias and the audio that you're hearing right now is coming from the TONOR TW-620 Wireless Dynamic Microphone. I have it plugged directly into my audio interface so you can hear the direct audio from this microphone. There are no effects on this audio, there are no plugins on this audio track. This is the raw audio from the microphone. And just a heads up, you can plug the receiver for this microphone into pretty much anything that has a 1/4 inch input, like a PA speaker, an amp, a mixer, and it does not require phantom power since it is a dynamic microphone. And in today's video, I'm going to show you guys the unboxing of this microphone. I'll do some different audio tests, and in the end, I'll tell you guys what I think about it. This microphone system goes for $42.99. It comes with free delivery, and I'll go ahead and put this Amazon link down in the description below in case you would like to take a look at that yourself. And just really quick, if at any point if this video does help you out, or if you like this video, I would really appreciate it if you went down there and gave this video a like. That would help me out a lot. And if you would like to see more reviews by me in the future, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also that bell notifications button. And let's go ahead and start off with the unboxing. As you can see, it comes with an instruction manual, the microphone itself, the wireless receiver, a USB cable to charge the receiver, a wind muff for the microphone, which I am actually using right now, and the anti-slip ring, which will prevent your microphone from rolling away if you put it down on a surface. The microphone and the receiver seem to have some pretty good weight to them, and they feel like the outside is made of aluminum. The microphone takes 2 AA batteries, and they recommend that you fully charge the receiver before using it for the first time, which I went ahead and did. So anyways, they claim that the operating range for this wireless mic system is about 200 feet within line of sight, meaning that there are no obstructions between the microphone and the receiver, and the receiver should take about 2 to 3 hours to fully charge, and they claim that you should get 6 to 8 hours of use out of a single charge. Setting the mic and the receiver up was really easy. After I charged the receiver up and I added batteries to the microphone, I just plugged the receiver directly into my audio interface, and I pressed the power button on the receiver for 2 seconds, which made the green light on the receiver flash. I then went and pressed the power button on the microphone for 2 seconds to turn the microphone on, and when it did, it automatically paired with the receiver, and the green light on the receiver stayed a solid green. Whenever the receiver receives a signal from the microphone, meaning, whenever you talk into the microphone, the little green light on the receiver will flash rapidly, indicating that it is receiving the signal. If you ever notice that you're picking up some kind of interference in your audio, or your audio isn't coming through quite clearly, you can unscrew the bottom of the microphone and press the high-low button. That button will allow you to change the channel that your microphone is on, so you can try that and see if you can find a clearer signal. I haven't had any issues with interference or anything so far, so I haven't had to do that, but it's there if you need it. I think that pretty much covers everything. Let's go ahead and do a few audio tests. The first thing I want to do is listen for a noise floor, so I'm going to stop talking for a few seconds and see if you can hear like an underlying hiss or static noise. Okay, and now I'm going to talk very closely to the microphone. I am less than an inch away from the front of the microphone. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move the microphone away slowly until I'm about 12 inches away from the microphone. I'm talking at the same volume, and right now I am about 12 inches away from the front of the microphone, and I'm going to go ahead and put it back at a normal distance. So right now I'm just a couple inches away from the front of the microphone. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move the microphone side to side and try to listen to how the microphone responds when I'm talking to it from different angles. Listen to how it sounds when I'm switching hands, when I'm handling the microphone, moving it around. We can definitely hear a little bit of noise coming from handling the microphone. And right now, let's go ahead and test out the distance. I'm going to leave my receiver plugged in here. I'm going to pick my camera up, and I'm just going to start walking, and we'll see how far we can get without the audio cutting out. Alright guys, so I'm just going to start walking. Yes, my computer is still recording. Alright guys, let's just start walking. We'll see how far we can get. We'll see if the audio cuts out at any point. And here we go guys. I'm gonna have to walk outside because I can only go so far indoors. So. Alright guys, I'm outside now. Let's see how far I can go without the audio cutting out. I don't know exactly how far away I am right now. I want to say I'm probably about 30 feet from the receiver. I have several obstructions. Excuse me. I have several obstructions in the way. Now we're probably, I don't know, I want to say at least like 45 feet away. Let's keep going. Right now we're probably easily 55 feet away. I'm going to keep going. Keep going. Oh, I should probably walk this way. Walk this way. Check. See if all right, guys. So I was just about to give you guys my final review, and I started recording right now. And I don't know if you guys could hear that noise, but I'm getting this like crazy interference right now. It sounds like there's a really high-pitched whistle in the back. I tried changing channels on the microphone several times. Nothing has really seemed to work. Check this out. For some reason, when I kind of unscrewed the bottom, it kind of changed the audio a little bit. I have no idea why that is. And now I screwed it back in. The interference seemed to have stopped quite a bit. When I unscrew it again, the interference comes back. I don't know, guys. I was seriously about to give this microphone my stamp of approval, but now I'm getting this like interference and I don't know how to make it go away. I've tried turning off the receiver, the microphone several times. Nothing really seems to be working, and it wasn't doing this earlier, which is kind of strange. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and just talk about the other stuff really quick. I wrote some notes here. It seemed like when I got to about 35 feet away from the receiver with the distance test, we started to break up a little bit. However, there were many obstructions in the way between the microphone and the receiver, so in my opinion, that was expected. Once I was closer to about 100 feet away, the microphone completely cut out. Once again, I was kind of expecting that just because of the amount of obstructions I had between the receiver and the microphone. As you heard earlier, when we did the noise floor test, there was a slight noise floor. In my opinion, it wasn't such a big deal, but now that I'm hearing this interference, in my opinion, that kind of is a big deal. The noise floor earlier didn't really bother me, but this interference, it does bother me. So I don't know what you guys think about that. So yeah, guys, based on how the microphone is sounding right now, I just don't know what to do. It's so strange how it wasn't doing this earlier. But anyways, guys, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. If this microphone consistently gives me this interference, it's something that I wouldn't be able to use. Once again, I will have the link to the Amazon page for this microphone down in the description below as well. If this video helped you out, I would really appreciate it if you went down there and gave this video a like. That would help me out so much. If you would like to see more videos by me in the future, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also that bell notifications button. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'll go ahead and put my handle right here, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Peace.